Sherri Smeraglia, and I'm here with Carol Tupperville, our training services manager. And we are wanting to just have a little discussion today with you because we were talking about the temperament testing and why we do that at 49 days old. And Carol was explaining that to me, and I thought, you know what, we just need to pull this in and share it with you guys on our blog here, our little video blog. We're at Puppy University, so there is some barking. Dogs are outside playing, so hopefully you can kind of grasp everything. Please ignore the barking because we just feel this is very important information.
So one of the things that we know with the research is that at 49 days, that is the point where a puppy's brain waves are identical to that of an adult. Up until 49 days, that brain is...
Of an adult dog at 49 days.
The brain waves are almost identical to brain waves of an adult dog.
How do we know that?
Well, because of all the research that's been done that we use, we go back and there are definitely some studies that you can look at. There's quite a few that have been done on the different brain waves and the different brain wave patterns. What's really cool is these brain wave patterns are what actually have identified the critical phases of development with a puppy. One of the critical phases is the neonatal period, which is from birth to 21 days. The brainwave patterns during that time are almost identical all the time for a puppy. There is almost no difference between sleeping and being awake. You can drop a pan, there's no change in the puppy.
That's why we, say the mom's got them for about 21 days, but somewhere right around that, it's like, okay, our work really begins because mama's got them then. She's cleaning, she's taking care of them, and they're just they just kind of take care of themselves. We watch out, but then all of a sudden they become alive, they're crawling, getting into everything. So that's what's happening.
That's their world is opening up, and you can see that. That's what makes it a critical period. There is a definitive change that happens within that puppy at that time that is something totally new. Well, the next critical phase is from that 21 days to 49 days.
Okay.
This is the time where the puppy is learning the rules about life. He's learning how to be a dog. He's learning what it is. Prior to that, his brain didn't process information, his eyes and ears were closed. Now he's awake. He's seeing the world for the first time. Yeah. He's learning how to walk. He's learning how to interact.
So he's been imprinted, right? A lot of imprinting and everything that he comes in contact with is going to make an impression on him.
Absolutely.
So we're putting together now this wonderful indoor puppy playground, a place to go from 6 weeks to 8 weeks. That's it, 6 weeks to 8 weeks. And it's to build their confidence, and we are going to make a list and we are going to expose them to every sight, sound, stimuli,
texture, everything. What's cool about that too is what we end up with is the phrase that's been used is super dogs. Yeah. Because during this time, from the time they're born till 7 weeks, remember at 7 weeks you get the brainwave patterns of an adult dog. Up until 7 weeks, the brain's still forming and developing. By providing them all these different stimulus and all these different things to interact with and all this learning at this point, even at that prior to 3 week age, doing some early stimulus and whatnot, then we actually can produce more connections in the brain and get larger brains with our puppies. Wow. We actually can affect the physical structure of the brain by providing this type of stuff.
And then at 8 weeks old, our puppies either go home, most of them don't, most of them go to our Doodle prep school. But in the event that a puppy hasn't been adopted, we're not even going to allow them to stay in the puppy room. They're getting to come here to Puppy University the week after. If they turn 8 weeks on Friday or go to prep school Thursday that following week, they're coming here, and then they have a whole new world to experience. Right?
Well, and that's the age, that up till 7 weeks, that's the time they're learning to be a dog. Okay, now they know how to be a dog, and it's time to learn how to function with humans and
as you can hear, there's lots of dogs here.
Absolutely.
And a lot of nice adult dogs that they can kind of look at. And I love what you said. They need to see an adult dog. They need to find out, how do you do that? Well, they watch an adult dog do it, and then they all run and do it.
Absolutely. Puppies learn. I think I was saying earlier to someone, just like we say it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a pack to raise a puppy.
True.
And so we want to have the other dogs interact with them to teach them how to be a dog, how to accept discipline, how to, if a puppy bites and plays too roughly with its litter mates, and litter mates are going to go, that hurts, and walk off. So the dog learns, don't do that.
I think this is great. We are going to continue our video blogs. And if you have any questions about the topic that we had here today, send them in, comment. We'd be glad to answer them. And if you have any questions that you want us to discuss in a future video blog, go ahead and send those in. We'd be happy to address those. And everything's about just growing, educating ourselves. We're all about, loving God, loving people, loving dogs. And so everything we do is going to be focused on that.